Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about one of my favorites and often underrated, overlooked, and forgotten about parts of a weight loss or body recomposition journey. Walking. Yep, not incline walking, not interval, crazy sweaty walking with burpees in between, just straight up walking. In this video, I'm gonna go over why walking can be really beneficial for weight loss, including overall health benefits and benefits towards your weight loss or fat loss journey. And then I'm gonna go over some simple tips of how you can start to incorporate walking into your daily or weekly routine, including how much walking you should actually be doing to reap the benefits without overdoing it. And then lastly, I'm gonna go over a few common mistakes that people make when adding walking into their workout routine that I don't want you to make. So as always, we're gonna get right into it, but if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you get a notification when I release a new video just like this one every single week. My name's Michelle Roots, kinesiologist, personal trainer, nutrition coach, and motivation specialist with over 17 years experience in the industry, helping people increase lean muscle, decrease body fat to become the strongest, leanest, healthiest versions of themselves. And I created this channel because I want to help you as well. So let's first talk about some of the health benefits that come along with walking more throughout the day and throughout the week. 1, improve cardiovascular benefit. Walking regularly can not only strengthen your heart, but improve blood circulation. It is a great way to boost your mood and reduce stress, as well as improve mental clarity and focus. Walking can improve joint health, bone density, as well as increase energy levels. It can also help strengthen your muscles and improve your sleep, which if you've watched many other videos on my channel before, sleep is a very important part in a weight loss or fat loss journey, as this is when your body recovers. And we all know, one, how we feel when we haven't slept or haven't had good quality sleep. It increases cravings, reduces energy, reduces your motivation to work out or go to the gym or literally do anything. So now let's talk about walking and why I personally believe it is one of the best forms of cardio if your goal is weight loss or body recomposition. Number 1 is accessibility. So it's a low impact. Anybody can do it. You don't need a lot of equipment. You don't need a lot of mental motivation or like pre-workout to get hyped up like you would before like a heavy lifting session or a high intensity interval training session. You don't need that mindset. You can just go for a walk. I talk a lot on this channel is the most effective workout or nutrition plan is the one that you can stick to consistently for a very long time. Walking is something that is so easy to keep consistent, whether you're on vacation, whether you've hurt your arm, whether you feel tired, whether you're sick. There's so many different things life can throw at us, but you can always walk no matter where you are. And then one of the most important reasons why walking is an amazing part of a fat loss plan is effective calorie burn. So although you might not burn as many calories as you do in, say, a high intensity interval training session, you can sustain walking for a longer period of time, which means over time you're going to burn more calories without having to, let's say, eat more calories back. So oftentimes if you've done a heavy lifting session or a high intensity interval training session, you might get hungry after. Like it might make you feel tired. You're gonna have to do a whole recovery process. You need your protein after your workout. You normally don't need to fuel for a walk and you don't need to refuel after a walk. So it will be easier to maintain your current calorie deficit without having to add more meals to refuel or recover from your workout. So what I often term it as with a lot of my clients is it's just extra calorie burn without the risk of injury, without the need to refuel. It's just a simple way to burn more calories throughout the day, especially when done consistently day after day, week after week. It really starts to add up and make a huge difference. Walking supports fat loss because at a certain intensity, which we like to call zone 2, you are utilizing your body fat as fuel. Another great benefit of walking is it's a great way to do active recovery from your other higher intensity workouts. So say you are doing high intensity interval training 1 to 2 times a week, you're lifting really heavy. On your off days, walking is a great way to keep your body moving without necessarily putting any more strain on your muscles or your body in general. I just want to take a minute to thank today's video sponsor, Element, one of my go-tos for replenishing my electrolytes after sweaty workouts. Electrolytes are so important for so many functions in the body, including hormonal regulation, nutrient absorption, and fluid balance. Element has the perfect balance of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. And better yet, 0 artificial sweeteners, 0 sugar, so no junk. Element can help prevent and eliminate headaches, muscle cramps, fatigue, sleeplessness, and other common symptoms of electrolyte deficiency. Right now, Element is offering a free sample pack with any drink mix purchase. Also, try the new Element Sparkling, a bold 16-ounce can of sparkling electrolyte water. Get yours at drinkelement.com/Michelle. This deal is only available through my link. You must go to drinklmnt.com/Michelle. Of course, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. I'm sure you've heard that term before. I've probably said it a million times in my life so far, but it's very, very true. You've heard the term abs are made in the kitchen. All of these sayings are true because exercise is important, but nutrition plays a major role. If you've watched any of my body recomposition or calorie deficit videos, I talk a lot about the importance of the quality of food you're eating, as well as your macronutrients, especially if your goal is body recomposition, making sure you're getting your protein in order to build lean muscle through your strength training, and then incorporating walking into that is again going to help your overall goal of building lean muscle and dropping body fat. But just remember, you can walk until the cows come home, you can walk 5 hours a day, but if you are not dialing in your nutrition consistently, 80% of the time, week after week after week, the walking is gonna do a little bit for you, but you will still have a struggle to reach your goals. So as much as I'm gonna preach all about walking, if you don't yet have your nutrition dialed in, go watch some of the other videos on my channel already. I'll link some that I recommend watching in the description below. So now that I've got you sold and you really wanna start moving more throughout your day and throughout each week, how are you gonna start to incorporate walking into your day? There's a few recommendations that I would say is one, set a step goal for yourself. So most people now wear watches. If you don't have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, you can also buy a pretty cheap pedometer. I have one that I got off of Amazon and it works like a charm. I'll link that in the description below. And now let's just quickly touch base on how to set your step goal. So I like to say, yes, we've all heard the term, you gotta hit 10,000 steps a day, 10,000 steps, that's the magic number. I don't believe that's true. I've actually done an entire video talking all about 10,000 steps and why that's the magic number right here. I'll link that video in the description below if you want to go check that out next. But what I usually like to say is, so if you are currently only hitting 2,000 steps a day, you don't necessarily have to jump from 2,000 to 10,000 steps a day. That's a big jump. Baby steps. Maybe start to set a smaller goal for yourself. Like, okay, I want to try and hit 5,000 steps a day for the next week. And then once you've consistently hit your 5,000 steps a day, then you're gonna go up to 7,000 steps. And you're gradually gonna increase your daily step count because one, you're gonna start to fall in love with walking, how you feel after you go for a walk, but just start small. So I would say for the first couple days that you're wearing your Apple Watch or your pedometer, just start tracking your step count before you actually set your goal. Once you see how many steps you're getting on average on a daily basis, just give yourself an extra 2,000 or 3,000 steps, set that as your goal, hit that goal consistently, and then gradually build yourself up until you're hitting 10,000 steps a day. Now, also I want to point out is some days are busier than others. Just remember that not every day is going to be perfect. And if you set yourself an average daily step count, as well as a weekly step count, if you know Thursday you're gonna be sitting down a lot, you can make up for that and go for a longer walk on a Saturday. And that's where it'll all balance out. But what is most important is consistency. So how are you gonna fit this into your daily schedule? I think treating it like an appointment and scheduling it into your calendar, just like you would a fitness class, just like you would drinks with a friend, just like you would anything. Schedule it in, set a reminder on your phone, and start to be more consistent. And I promise you, you're gonna notice how good you feel after doing your walking consistently, and you're gonna look forward to it. And just find the time to fit it in. Even if it's 20 minutes, even if it's 15 minutes, whatever you can fit into your day is going to be a benefit compared to not doing it at all. You can also do things as simple as taking the stairs versus taking an elevator, parking a little bit further away from the mall or the grocery store so that you have to walk a little bit further to get into the building. All of these little things will add up. You can get something like a walking pad to put under your desk. I absolutely love my walking pad. I live in Vancouver, BC, and it rains a lot here, and We have pretty chilly winters, and I also am someone who hates being cold. So I purchased my walking pad. I have it in my basement set up in front of the TV. Oftentimes, if you follow me on Instagram, you see I'm doing my 5:30 a.m. coffee walks. I make a coffee, I go downstairs, I drink my coffee, watch some nonsense on Netflix to get my day started, and I'm walking for 30 to 45 minutes before I have to be with the kids, get breakfast, get ready for school, all the things, but I fit it in, and that's where you just have to make a commitment to yourself. And I always say, I know I'm gonna feel so much better after I do this, just get it done. Now let's talk about 4 common mistakes I see people make when adding walking into their fitness routine. 1, they're not consistent enough. So they go for one-off walks here and there. Maybe on a Saturday they go for a walk, but other than that, they're not really consistently sticking to it. It's just kind of like when they feel like it or when it's a beautiful sunny day out. Not be consistent with hitting that daily step count that they set for themselves. It's just like building muscle. If you're strength training only once a week or just whenever you feel like it and just doing random exercises, not applying progressive overload, not challenging yourself, and not being consistent week after week with your strength training workouts, you're gonna have a harder time of seeing results. Same thing goes for walking. So not saying you have to go for a walk every single day, but pick a few days a week and be consistent with that. Whatever works best for your schedule, schedule it in and be consistent. Mistake number 2 is not walking enough. So either not walking for a long enough period of time to actually get that calorie burn to reap the benefits for weight loss or fat loss. Maybe you're only walking 10 minutes a day at a very, very slow pace, and that's fine if that's all you can fit it in. Remember, anything is better than nothing. But if you're not feeling like you're reaping all the benefits that I listed in the beginning of the video, maybe you either want to increase your intensity a little bit, maybe you want to try and up that as much as you can. I really like to tell people to aim for 30 minutes of consistent walking at a time. 30 to 45 minutes is a great window to shoot for. So if you can, again, if you can't fit it in every single day, maybe you're doing it 3 or 4 times a week for 30 to 45 minutes. But that could be the second problem, is you're not walking for long enough or often enough. Mistake number 3, you're doing all your walking, but your nutrition is not on point. Again, like I said earlier, you're not gonna see the best results. Nutrition has to be locked in 80% of the time to really start to see the benefits. And then common mistake number 4 is walking with poor posture or not wearing the right footwear. Maybe you're walking like this on your phone the whole time. Probably not the best for your posture. And again, not really focusing on the movement and the task at hand of increasing your heart rate, working on your posture, keeping your core nice and tight. And again, of course, just for obvious reasons, not wearing the right footwear to support your ankles, to support your stability, and just prevent injury overall. So there you go, guys. I hope this video was helpful. So I know I talked a lot in this video about my favorite walking pad, so I'll put a link in the video description if you're interested in getting yourself a walking pad, help you start to incorporate more movement into your day. And just remember, you don't have to be perfect. Take baby steps every single day to start to incorporate more movement into your day. And I promise you, you will reap the benefits in fat loss, weight loss, as well as overall physical and mental health, which is really what we should be all doing this for anyway, right? Any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm always happy to help. Make sure you give this video a like if you enjoyed it so that I know you're still enjoying the content. And if you need more help with your fitness or nutrition, you can learn more about my online fitness and nutrition coaching program, all run through my online coaching app, working with me one-on-one to reach your fitness and fat loss goals. I'll also link that in the description below. And as always, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.